Hello, this is a really short and sweet practice of about 20 minutes, which is just perfect if you've been sitting at a desk all day. It's a little desk break. So if you have 20 minutes to spare, you have several options. You can scroll mindlessly on social media, comparing yourself to your friends who are obviously having a better life than you. You can buy something on eBay that you don't need. These are the things I do, or you can practice yoga with me. So let's come and sit nice and tall. I hope you're choosing the latter option. And as you close the eyes, just can you soften your face? And if you have been sitting at a desk all day, you might not have been having a long spine. So can you lift your heart, roll the shoulders back? Feel like you're lifting the lower back out of your waist. Just tuck the chin a little bit. And then gaze up as high as you can. So just lengthen the back of the neck. And then find that kind of centered position for the head. Turn the palms up. Take the index finger and thumb together. And breathe in the deepest, sweetest breath that you have today. The most deepest, sweetest one. And as you breathe out, relax the face, soften the jaw. And just congratulate yourself for taking a little bit of time out for you. So if you've been on a screen all day today, your head might be still very, very busy. So just acknowledging all those thoughts. Know that you'll be back to them soon. But for this next 20 minutes, can you solely focus on your breathing? Breathing in through both nostrils. Breathing out as you relax. And take 3 more rounds of breath, really slowing it down as much as you can. So in this very short practice, we're going to focus on our lower back and shoulders, things that kind of get a bit icky if we're sitting at a desk, also our neck. Hands on knees now, let's do some big circles, just easing out the lower back. Pull the tummy in as you come back. Let the heart shine forward as you come forwards. Breathe with it. And if the breath is ragged and jagged, it's a sign that you're doing too much. Can you just smooth out the edges of the breath? Now change the direction of these circles. Let them be really big to begin with and then spiral inwards. And we're looking for that place of centre again, where your head is over shoulders, shoulders over hips. Come and sit nice and tall. And take a deep breath in. So when we sit all day at a desk and hunch forward, we kind of don't give our digestive organs space. So we're just creating ourselves, we're turning ourselves into a bigger container for all that we hold inside. So take a deep, deep, deep breath in again. And as you exhale this time, tip back and cross the legs in the opposite way. So we're going to ease out our neck now and just create a little bit of space in our side body, because again, when we sit, we contract here. Take the right hand down and sweep the left arm up to the ceiling, and then tip over to the side. And press that right hand down to really help you glue your left hip down as you turn your heart upwards. And with a soft bend in that left arm, breathe into the left lung. One more, just create space. And these are the muscles we use for breathing. So when we create space there, we bring in more oxygen. Now take this hand that's lifted, your left hand, to your right ear, and just gently press on the side of the head so the left ear comes towards the left shoulder. And just close your eyes to check into how this sensation feels in the neck. Is it strong enough? If it isn't, reach away with your right fingers. Just let them hover. Feel your awareness in your right fingertips. Final option is to wrap this right arm around you. So let the fingers rest on the left waist. And if you know that no one's looking, perhaps you open the mouth, relax the jaw. So I hope your computer screen isn't freezing right now, because I'm sure I look very gormless. Just take one more breath. And now take this left hand back to the left ear and press your head up. And just rest in between sides. Can you feel that flow of energy down the side of the neck? And let's do side two now. So the left hand comes down as the right arm sweeps up and then all the way over. Press into the left hand to anchor your right hip, and then you spin. And ever so slightly lean back. Take the thumb behind you as you breathe into the right lung. The right lung, of course, is a tiny bit bigger than the left. Can you feel any difference? And now take this right hand to the left ear as you stretch your neck on the other side. So we just lightly press down. Do it in pieces as well. Don't rush to the deepest expression too soon. Maybe that hand reaches up and lifts away, the left hand. Feel the left fingertips. Maybe it wraps around you. Find the right shape for you, and if no one's watching, perhaps you let your jaw hang. And now take your right hand to the right ear. Just give those neck muscles a rest and lift yourself up. Rest the hands down. Just look as far as you can over the right shoulder. Roll that left shoulder away from you. And then come all the way back as you look as far as you can over the left shoulder. And let's come on to all fours. So spread your fingers very, very wide, almost like you're making a handprint in the mat. Have your knees under your hips. And this is how we loosen up our back if we've been sitting a lot. So breathe in as you drop your tummy, lengthen the spine, lift the heart. Exhale, round into your upper back. And do that 2 more times. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, press the floor away as you round. Final time. So our lower back is most vulnerable from sitting. That might be enough for you, or you might take the knees just slightly further back and come forward as you drop the hips, lift the heart. Exhale, round and sit back onto the heels. So just loosening up the lower back. Let this be breath-led. Let the breath guide you and lead the speed. And do that 2 more times. And now as we come back, we're going to stretch our wrists. So when we use keyboards, we send texts, we use technology, our wrists are only moving in one way. So this is quite strong. Move your hands around to face your knees. If that's too much, take your hands out to the side, 90 degrees. Otherwise, let's come 180 degrees and have those wrists facing forwards, and then shift the weight forward and back. As you come back, it makes it stronger. As you come forward, it lessens it. So these are your carpal bones. They relate to your collarbones. So when we stretch them, we're making more space for our lungs to expand at the top. And this can feel really, really tough. So really important that we do these just to keep our wrists mobile. And now take the hands back, give them a little shake. They probably feel wider weight now. And let's turn the top of the left hand down. Press into the heel of the hand again, so the fingers are facing the knee. And again, maybe rock forward and back. And then let's change the opposite one. So the right wrist comes down, the palm faces up. Let's come forward and back. And then take the hands underneath the shoulders. One more cat and cow. Breathe in, drop the waist, lift the heart, lift the tailbone. Exhale, round into the upper back. And from here, we're going to come to stand. So we're going to lift up into downward facing dog, if that's okay for you. Bend the knees, press your heart towards the thighs. Lift up both heels as high as you can. And as you exhale, only drop the left heel. Feel like you're slightly moving the centre of the heel back. Feel that stretch all the way down the muscles, down the back of the left leg. Inhale, come back up again. This time just drop the right heel. And take your time to feel what's going on in the body. So often we're disconnected, we do this too quickly. So do that one more time on each side. Really take your time. So when we drop awareness into the body, we're coming out of the busy mind. And that's really where yoga invites us to spend our days, in the present. So let's walk forward now and come to a forward fold.
Do bend the knees if you have any back issues going on, and just sway from side to side. So if it doesn't aggravate the lower back, hold on to your elbows, press the elbows into the centre of your palm, and just sway. So just tractioning out again, especially if you've been sitting, just finding a little bit of space. Now take the hands to your ankles and slide them up towards your knees as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, come back down again. So moving with the breath like this is like a little symphony for our nervous system. Breathing in, breathing out. Do that 3 times, just moving with your breath. And this time with a little bend in the knees, let's sweep those arms up and overhead as we come to stand. And as we come to stand, keep the prayer over your head and lift your heart, reach into your fingers and breathe into your whole body. And bring the hands back down to your centre. So we're just going to move now again to stretch our side body. When we sit, we get very contracted here, and then we start to breathe less well. So we're just creating space before we go back to our day, creating a little bit more energy. Breathe in, sweep the arms up to the sky. Hold on to your left wrist and tip to the right. And just pause there. And then bring up again about 1 centimetre, inhale. As you exhale with a little bend in the knees, let's do a half circle down to the ground. Tuck the chin, keep the neck long, breathe in at the bottom. And then press into the feet as you come back, half circle to the right. Go very slowly, we're teasing open these intercostal muscles that help us breathe. Pause at the top, lengthen again, lift up that left wrist. Exhale, tip to the right. Bounce up 1 centimetre. Exhale all the way down to the ground. Keep the chin tucked. Breathe in at the bottom. Press into the feet, slowly come up in a half circle. And then pause at the top, take the hands beside you. And just notice there's more awareness now in the left lung. Maybe there isn't, but just notice. And now sweep the arms up to the sky, inhale. Hold on to the right wrist, tip to the left. Pause there, bounce up 1 centimetre, inhale. Exhale, come back down again to the ground. Excuse me. Breathe in at the bottom. Press into the feet. Slowly come back up. Pause at the top. Breathe in, lengthen. Exhale, tip to the left. Breathe up 1 centimetre. Exhale to the floor. Pause at the bottom. Exhale, come all the way back. And stop there. Take the hands down. Close your eyes. Focus on the next 2 breaths. And before we come to the floor to finish, just come to the front of your mat and we're just going to take a tree pose. Pouring the weight onto your right foot, lift up your left foot. Your ankle can either rest on the heel, maybe to the shin, maybe to the thigh. Never the side of the knee joint. Take your hands to Anjali Mudra, to prayer pose. And where you're, whoa, I'm falling over there, just to show you how human I am. So press the thumbs together, lift the heart. And if you are okay, you might raise the arms up. So balances help us focus when we've been in our mind a lot. So feel that standing leg, press your right thigh back, and now lift up your heart as you spread the fingers. 2 deep breaths. And some days we're wobbly, so just acknowledging if you're having a wobbly day. And sweep it all around. Pause, stand tall, take a breath. And now take side 2. So the right heel rests on the ankle, to the shin, maybe the thigh. And if you've ever seen a tree that doesn't wobble, then you haven't really seen many trees. So take the hands to the heart, lift the chest. And maybe you grow your branches. And I saw a quote once that said, advice from a tree: stand tall, reach for the light, enjoy your natural beauty, and drink plenty of water. All good things to do if we're sitting at a desk. One more breath. And come back down again and just sway it all out and just give everything a little shake now. So in the wild, if animals have any tension, they shake it all out afterwards. So just shake your fingers, shake your feet, shake your head. Just jump up and down a little bit, and that's just so good to release any stuck tension from the day. And then come to stand really tall, really still. Notice that life just flowing through your veins now, those tingles. So we're almost done. We're just going to come down onto the ground now. So come to lie on your back. Have the knees bent and the soles of the feet on the ground. And we're just going to come into 2 or 3 fluid bridges. So just easing out the back again. So feet are hip width apart. Roughly you can touch the center of your heel with your middle finger. And as you breathe in, start to peel up the lower back, mid back and upper back. High as you can comfortably. Exhale, upper back, mid back, lower back comes down. You can add your arms if you want to lengthen the side body. So breathing in, lifting up. Breathing out, coming down. And just do that one more time with your breath. And rest. Take one hand to your heart, one hand to your tummy. And breathe away all the moments before this moment. And now bring those knees in towards your chest for a pose we call happy baby. So you might hold on to your ankles, or you might hold on to the feet, but we want to make sure that the lower back is down, the hips are down and the shoulders are down. So don't compromise that. And then maybe you just open the legs a little bit, you wobble side to side. And there's a really nice quote from Marianne Williamson who said, babies are happy because they don't have a file in their head called everything that might go wrong. So just acknowledging this blissful state that we were all in as babies, just rock from side to side, maybe move the head. And then bring those knees in towards your chest, squeeze them in and let them drop over to the right. And as your knees come to the right, take the arms out wide now, look over to your left thumb and soften the shoulders. 2 deep breaths. Then come back from center, pull the belly in, let the knees come over to the left. Gaze over to the right, soften the shoulders. Breathing into the right lung. Breathing out, soften the right shoulder. Do that 2 more times. And slowly, gently come back up. So we're going to finish in a seated position just as we began. Roll the shoulders back. And well done for taking this time out. Let your eyes close. Take one hand to your heart. Let the other hand rest on the ground. Remind yourself the earth is beneath you, holding you, supporting you. And just focus now on taking 4 more very deep, very spacious breaths into all that space that you've created within your body through this practice. And perhaps just noticing that it doesn't take long to shift things, your energy, your perspective, how you feel. So let's take the hands to prayer once more now. Congratulate yourself for showing up here and thank you for practicing with me. Let's breathe in as we sweep the arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands come towards your heart.
And if you'd like to practice with me, sign up for my newsletter on my website, Sarah Rush Yoga. I'll keep you informed of all sorts of events and new practices as I add them. And also if you'd like to practice with me here in Southampton in my studio. I hope you have a really, really lovely day. Thank you.